I just discovered what I think is a trail that leads to something called the Foothills Trail, which I did not know about until today. Looking at some of the maps here, it's pretty cool. At least from like the idea of it, it actually is along this ridge that defines the state border between North Carolina and South Carolina. It's along these ridge of mountains that I'm in now. That Sassafras Mountain. I don't have any phone signals. I haven't been able to look at the online maps, but there are some maps posted at the entrances, and I think from the amount of stops I've had today, I'm pretty sure, looking at that, sure enough to have just scouted it. So now I'm going back to the car to get my camping stuff. I think if I get to, this is funny actually to me, I think if I get to the state line, that's also outside of the, obviously, like outside of the state forest boundaries. So legally, I guess I would be able to camp there. But I might have already camped in these forests and been okay. It goes back to leaving no trace, making no noise, being nice to people if they come by, like a father and his two young boys were out hiking earlier. They came across my camp, and Dad was like, "Oh, that's a pretty sweet setup." And we talked for a second. He said he was going to these falls. I was like, "Oh, dang, I didn't realize there was falls." But I told him about the trail that I had been down. And then when the kids was like, "I thought there was no camping here," and I just went, "Oh," like I had a moment there to be like, you know what, you're right, kiddo. You know, don't tell anybody. That would have been, that would have been kind of funny. A quick save, but I just didn't really say anything to that. He was kind of talking to his dad. He's like, "I thought there was no camping here," so I just didn't want to be. I mean, they all kind of knew it. They were like, "Huh? Why is he in a? Why has he got a tarp up and everything?" But I was awake and everything. So again, be nice. Like it's easy to be very like defensive out here if people come up, but like that's the opposite of what you want to do. Like this is public land, so if you're out using public land and other people come up, they have every right and they should be welcome. And if you have a campsite set up, you should maybe offer a place around the fire. Right? So something really cool to me about the trail I'm about to go on is like it's more of a communal path. So these short like day hike paths that I've been going on, they are more for hunters, like going out, setting up, waiting, coming back, maybe spending all day somewhere posted up. But when you get these long trails like the Appalachian Trail, and there's a few big ones across the country, and some of them, like this one, I didn't realize, like over here, I don't know how long it goes, but it's definitely, at least from the maps I'm seeing, a significant part of the border. Like it follows the border of the state for the whole map that I'm seeing, which is cool. I like really natural boundaries. I like the idea of people agreeing on land boundaries based on what is there, like ridges and rivers, and, the outskirts of big cities, stuff like that. back to the car, and then I'm gonna pack up and just head back out. I saw the fork, and there's a fork. One goes to Sassafras Mountain, one goes to Sassafras Gap. So I don't feel like going up the mountain, and if I'm right about the map, then I can actually just drive up to that peak later. So I'm gonna go down the gap, which will be a nice comfortable, hopefully a comfortable hike most of the way. And then see if I can get on that trail, the Foothills Trail. That would be pretty cool.